holding a McDonald's chicken nugget in my hand right now, and I just realized it's been sitting on my desk for 3 weeks. No mold, no smell, no decay. It looks exactly the same as the day I bought it. Real chicken doesn't do that. Real chicken rots. Real chicken attracts flies. Real chicken becomes disgusting. So what the hell am I holding? And more importantly, what have you been eating? 3 weeks ago, I bought a 20-piece McNugget meal. I ate 19 of them, left one on my desk as an experiment. Today, it looks identical to the day I bought it. That's not food preservation, that's food embalming. But here's what really happened when I started digging into McDonald's nuggets. I found a former supplier, let's call him Jake, who worked at the processing plant that makes McNuggets. What he told me will haunt your dreams. We called it the pink slime machine, Jake said. Whole chickens, bones, cartilage, skin, everything got fed into this industrial grinder. What came out looked like strawberry soft serve ice cream. That pink paste gets mixed with over 40 chemicals. 40. Including sodium phosphates, the same stuff in laundry detergent, and something called natural chicken flavor. If you need to add chicken flavor to chicken, what exactly are you eating? But here's the part that made me sick. Jake revealed that up to 20% of each nugget can be non-chicken ingredients. That means 1 out of every 5 bites might not be chicken at all. The 4 famous shapes, boot, bell, bone, ball, aren't cute. They're strategic. Irregular shapes hide the fact that there's no actual chicken structure inside. And that golden coating? It's designed to absorb oil like a sponge. Some nuggets contain more oil than actual meat. But there's something else. Try these instead. Chick-fil-A nuggets. Here's what happens when you actually care about chicken. Chick-fil-A starts with whole chicken breast. Not slurry, not paste, not mystery meat. Actual chicken breast that gets hand-cut into pieces by real humans. The breading contains ingredients you can pronounce. The oil gets changed on a strict schedule. And here's the kicker. They're made to order. When you order Chick-fil-A nuggets, they drop fresh chicken into fresh oil. No heat lamps, no sitting around, no 3-week desk experiments. A former employee named Maria told me something that should be their slogan. Any nugget that sat longer than 10 minutes got thrown away. Managers would rather lose money than serve old chicken. I tried the same experiment with Chick-fil-A nuggets, left one on my desk for 3 weeks. It rotted, like real food should. Value comparison? You'll pay about 30% more than McDonald's, but you're getting actual chicken instead of pink slime with 40 chemical additives. Real meat that actually decomposes because it's actually food. Burger King's chicken nuggets are what happens when a burger chain gets jealous of chicken chains and fails spectacularly. But the failure runs deeper than you think. These nuggets are made from something called mechanically separated chicken. That's industry speak for chicken that's been pressure washed off the bones with high-powered hoses. Picture this. A whole chicken carcass gets blasted with water at 1,000 psi until every scrap of meat falls off. Then, they collect that water-meat mixture and form it into nugget shapes. That's not chicken processing, that's chicken archaeology. A former Burger King employee named Carlos sent me a video that still gives me nightmares. Nuggets arriving in bags, pre-cooked and frozen solid, getting dumped into oil that looked like motor oil. The oil was so old it was black, Carlos said. We were supposed to change it daily, but sometimes it went a week. The nuggets came out tasting like death. The breading contains more sodium than some soups. One serving has enough salt to make your cardiologist weep. But here's what really made my stomach turn. Carlos revealed that during slow periods, nuggets would sit in the fryer basket for hours. We'd just keep them warm and hope someone ordered them, he said. That's not food service. That's playing chicken roulette with your digestive system. Try these. Instead, Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Raising Cane's built their entire empire on one obsession: chicken done right. No burgers, no fish, no distractions, just chicken. And they've perfected it to an art form. The chicken arrives fresh, never frozen. It gets hand battered by actual humans and cooked to order in oil that's filtered multiple times daily. But here's the secret that changes everything. Raising Cane's doesn't use nuggets. They use chicken tenderloins, the most tender, flavorful part of the chicken, not scraps, not leftovers. The premium cut that most restaurants save for expensive entrees. A former manager named Ashley revealed their obsession. We had a 7-minute rule. Any chicken that sat longer than 7 minutes got thrown away. I've seen managers throw away hundreds of dollars of chicken rather than serve it old. The breading is light and crispy, designed to enhance the chicken flavor instead of hiding it behind salt and chemicals. Value comparison? You'll pay about 40% more than Burger King. But you're getting premium chicken cuts instead of pressure-washed bone scrapings. Fresh preparation, quality ingredients, and chicken that actually tastes like the animal it came from. This one breaks my heart, because KFC should know chicken. They literally have chicken in their name. The Colonel built an empire on chicken, but what they're serving now would make the Colonel roll over in his grave. Their popcorn chicken arrives pre-cooked and frozen. It gets reheated in oil that's often reused for days. And that famous seasoning? It's not 11 herbs and spices. It's mostly salt and MSG with a side of nostalgia. But here's what really shocked me. A former KFC manager named Denise revealed something that still haunts me. Chicken could sit in those warming trays for up to 4 hours. 4 hours. By the end, it was like chewing rubber. 4 hours. That's not fast food. That's archaeological excavation with a side of gravy. The oil situation is even worse. Multiple locations have been cited for using oil so old it's turned black. The chicken comes out dark and greasy, tasting more like the oil than the meat. Denise showed me photos that made me lose my appetite. Oil so thick you could practically walk on it. Chicken that looked like it had been dipped in tar. "We called it the Black Death," she said, "but corporate said as long as it wasn't smoking, keep using it." Try these instead. Zaxby's chicken fingers. Zaxby's understands what KFC forgot. Chicken should taste like chicken, not like the oil it was cooked in. Their chicken fingers are made from whole chicken breast, hand-breaded and cooked fresh. No pre-cooking, no reheating, no sitting in warming trays until they turn to rubber. The breading is seasoned, but not overpowering. You can actually taste the chicken underneath instead of just salt and grease. But here's what makes Zaxby's special. They have a 7-minute rule that's religiously enforced. Any chicken that sits longer than 7 minutes gets thrown away. Period. A former manager named Tony told me, "I've thrown away entire batches of chicken because they sat 8 minutes. Corporate would rather lose money than lose reputation." The oil gets filtered constantly and changed on a strict schedule. The chicken comes out golden, not black. Crispy, not greasy. Tasting like chicken, not like industrial lubricant. Value comparison? About the same as KFC, but you're getting fresh chicken instead of 4-hour-old rubber. Real seasoning, fresh oil, and chicken that actually resembles the animal it came from. If that 3-week-old nugget experiment didn't convince you, nothing will. But we're just getting started. Smash that like button and subscribe, because what I'm about to reveal about the next 2 chains will make you question everything you thought you knew about chicken. We're talking about nuggets that get double fried in rancid oil, chicken that's more chemicals than meat, and one chain where employees admit they wouldn't feed the nuggets to their own dogs. But we're also revealing 2 more places that will restore your faith in what chicken can be. The final revelation will blow your mind. Wendy's loves to brag about their nuggets being all white meat and never frozen. Technically true, completely misleading. Yes, they're never frozen, but they arrive pre-cooked from a central facility and get reheated in the restaurant, so while they're not frozen, they're not fresh either. The all-white meat claim is like saying a hot dog is all beef when it's been processed beyond recognition. But here's what really disturbed me. A former Wendy's employee named Jessica sent me photos that still make me nauseous. Nuggets sitting in warming trays for hours, getting more and more gray and lifeless. During slow periods, nuggets could sit there for over an hour, Jessica said. The breading would get soggy, the chicken would get rubbery, but we still had to serve them. She showed me a photo of nuggets that looked more like wet sponges than food. Gray, lifeless, completely unappetizing. I stopped eating them after my first week, Jessica admitted. Once you see how long they sit there, you can't unsee it. But there's something worse. The nuggets are made from white meat that's been ground up, mixed with fillers, and reformed into shapes. It's chicken, technically, but it's chicken that's been through more processing than a passport application. Try these instead, Culver's chicken tenders. Culver's is the Midwest's best-kept secret, and their chicken tenders are the reason why. These aren't nuggets. They're whole chicken breast strips, hand-breaded and cooked to order. Every single time. The chicken is never pre-cooked, never reheated, never sitting in warming trays turning gray. When you order, they bread fresh chicken and drop it in fresh oil. But here's what makes Culver's magical. They have open kitchens. You can watch them make your food, fresh chicken, fresh breading, fresh oil, no mystery, no hiding, no wondering what you're eating. A former employee named Mike told me something incredible. We had a 5-minute rule. Any chicken that sat longer than 5 minutes got thrown away. I've seen managers throw away entire batches rather than serve old chicken. The breading is light and crispy, seasoned perfectly but not overpowering. And when you bite into it, it pulls apart in actual chicken strands instead of crumbling like processed paste. Value comparison? You'll pay about 25% more than Wendy's, but you're getting restaurant-quality chicken instead of reheated processed nuggets. Fresh preparation, premium ingredients, and chicken that actually has the texture of meat. Sonic's chicken nuggets are the perfect example of style over substance. They look amazing in the commercials, golden brown, crispy, appetizing. But the reality is a nightmare wrapped in marketing. These nuggets are made from mechanically separated chicken that's been formed into shapes and frozen. They arrive at Sonic pre-cooked and get reheated in oil that's often days old. But here's what made me never want to eat at Sonic again. The nuggets get double fried. First at the processing plant, then again at the restaurant. That's not cooking, that's oil abuse. A former Sonic employee named Rachel sent me a video that still haunts me. Oil so old it was practically solid, nuggets coming out black and dripping with grease. The oil was supposed to be changed daily, Rachel said, but sometimes it went a week. The nuggets would come out tasting bitter and leaving this film in your mouth. She showed me photos of oil that looked like tar. Thick, black, disgusting. I called it the death fryer, Rachel said. Nothing that came out of it was edible. Multiple health inspectors have cited Sonic locations for oil so rancid it violated health codes. The nuggets come out tasting like they were marinated in motor oil. One customer described Sonic nuggets as eating cardboard soaked in old grease. That's not a review, that's a biohazard warning. Try these instead. PDQ chicken tenders. PDQ stands for People Dedicated to Quality. And their chicken tenders prove they mean it. These are hand-breaded chicken breast tenderloins, cooked to order in fresh oil. No pre-cooking, no reheating, no shortcuts, no compromises. The chicken is marinated for 24 hours for flavor and tenderness. The breading is made fresh daily, and the oil? It's filtered continuously and changed on a schedule so strict, it would make a Swiss watchmaker jealous. But here's what makes PDQ extraordinary. They have over 20 different sauces, all made fresh daily, all designed to complement the chicken, not hide it. A former PDQ manager named Chris revealed their obsession. We had a no-compromise policy. If the chicken wasn't perfect, it didn't go out. I've seen us throw away entire batches because they were 30 seconds overcooked. The chicken is so good, you don't need sauce. But the sauces are so good, you'll want to try them all. Value comparison? About 50% more than Sonic. But you're getting premium chicken tenderloins instead of double-fried processed nuggets. Fresh preparation, quality ingredients, and chicken that actually tastes like it came from a farm. Not a laboratory, we've just exposed 5 chains that are serving you chemistry experiments instead of chicken, while revealing 5 places that actually understand what real chicken should taste like. But there's one more chain I need to tell you about. A place that's fooling millions of people into thinking they're eating healthy chicken, when they're actually eating something far worse. This final revelation will change everything you thought you knew about premium fast food. Wait, Subway serves nuggets? Not exactly, but their chicken strips and chicken patties are nuggets in disguise. And they might be the worst of all. Subway markets itself as the healthy alternative. Fresh ingredients, made to order, better choices. It's all a lie. Their chicken arrives pre-cooked and frozen in bags. It gets reheated in a microwave, yes, a microwave, and slapped onto your sandwich. But here's what made me lose faith in everything. A former Subway employee named Kevin sent me a photo that still haunts me. Chicken strips that looked like wet paper towels. Translucent, slimy, barely holding together. "We called it ghost chicken," Kevin said. "We weren't sure it was ever alive." The chicken is made from mechanically separated chicken, mixed with water, salt, and over 20 additives. It's more water than chicken. But here's the most disturbing part. Lab tests on Subway's chicken found it was only 50% chicken DNA. 50%. The rest? Nobody knows. Kevin revealed something that should shut them down. The chicken would sit in those warming trays for hours, sometimes all day. It would get this weird film on top, but we were told to just stir it in. That's not food service. That's serving science experiments to unsuspecting customers. Try these instead. Bojangles Chicken Supremes. Bojangles is the South's best-kept secret. And their Chicken Supremes are proof that fast food chicken can be done right. These are whole chicken breast tenderloins, seasoned with their famous blend of spices, hand-breaded, and cooked to order. The chicken is never frozen, never pre-cooked, never microwaved. When you order, they bread fresh chicken and drop it in fresh oil. But here's what makes Bojangles special. Their seasoning is legendary, a blend of spices that's been perfected over decades. It enhances the chicken flavor instead of hiding it. A former employee named Sarah told me their secret. We had a 10-minute rule. Any chicken that sat longer than 10 minutes got thrown away. The managers were obsessed with freshness. The breading is crispy and flavorful. The chicken is juicy and tender. And when you bite into it, it actually tastes like chicken that came from a farm, not a laboratory. Value comparison? About 20% more than Subway's chicken. But you're getting actual chicken instead of 50% mystery meat. Real seasoning, fresh preparation, and chicken that actually has chicken DNA. That 3-week-old nugget is still sitting on my desk. A monument to everything wrong with processed food. Real chicken rots, fake chicken mummifies. The choice is yours. If this experiment opened your eyes to what you've been eating, annihilate that like button, subscribe for more food industry secrets they're desperate to hide, and share this with someone who still thinks all nuggets are created equal, because the difference between real chicken and processed paste could literally save your health.